If you look at the report, they talk about between 7 to 11 p.m., right? That is a period of just 5 hours.
That's peak time.
Yes, that's peak time, but 5 hours. You ask yourself that the periods that we had Dumsor for 4 good years, you could wake up for 3 days that you don't even have electricity. And if this pain is being expressed by my good brother.
Ever went 3 days without electricity in this country.
Everybody knows.
During the electricity crisis. That's
everybody knows that at your time there was DUMKRAA. DUMKRAA, where there is no light.
Tell me how it happened.
So within these peak hours, 5 hours, I think that the people of Ghana deserve better to be served in terms of delivery of power to the good people of Ghana. I don't know if we talk about load management. Is it the same as Dumsor?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Is it the same as Dumsor?
What is
yes.
So load management between 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then load management between 6 a.m. to another 6 a.m. or even extended for 72 hours. Ghanaians will clearly see the difference. I am not seeking.
See, we have Randy. This thing is very annoying because we have no business to even be here. If you had managed the system well, we had no business to even have this comparison.
Let him finish.
Because the situation was fixed and handed over to you, and you messed it up, and you are now very comfortable doing comparisons.
Randy,
like it's shameful.
Yes. Randy, he said it was fixed.
It's so shameful.
Yes. You says that if this program finishes well, you will take us for a party.
Yes.
Then we, at the end of the program, because it did not finish very well, you did not take us for the party. Is that a good program? No. The power minister told the people of Ghana, if he's able to complete that, he will stay. If he's unable, he will resign. Did he resign?
Yes, he did.
He did, because if he did not...
He was
not able to fulfill...
Let's just clear this.
He was...
Your propaganda is on overdrive.
Pabran Donko resigned because he gave a particular deadline.
Yes. Not because he didn't fix it.
If by that deadline it wasn't fixed, he will resign. By that deadline it wasn't fixed, he resigned.
So it was not fixed.
I said by that deadline.
By that deadline.
But we all.
In fact, by the time that he resigned, there were arguments that he should stay on because certain things that had been put in place was going to ensure that it was fixed.
But
he gave the deadline.
That somebody else fixed it.
Who? John Mahama fixed it. Your candidate now, His Excellency the Vice President, said that he fixed it but didn't deserve credit in 2016. He said that.
You see, we live in this
country.
you
want to lie about that?
What's the argument we're making now?
No, the argument here is that we are talking about 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's 5 hours.
But me, as a consumer of electricity, I do prepaid. So I give the ECG...
Even if you give me off for 30 minutes...
money ahead.
No, I understand.
Just hold on. I give the ECG money ahead for them to supply me the electricity. If the ECG would have to take off my lights, by the law, they are supposed to inform me when there's a load management.
Whether for 20 minutes or 5 minutes.
I'm with him now.
Whether it is for 1 day, and I'll tell you something. I live at Chad. I'll tell you what I've been experiencing. Even last night, you would have a situation where the lights goes on and off about 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times. I experienced that. I think we are on the same way.
That have messed up because of that. I've had to buy UPS about 3 or so to support some of them. Some of them just blew on the basis of that fluctuation. I'm saying that
yesterday my water pump.
The ECG cannot come and lie to me that there's no load management. They can. I'm saying in any other jurisdiction, on the basis of this disclosure,
you can take them to court.
Disclosure by the regulatory agency.
There will be talks.
Nobody on the ECG board and the ECG top management deserves to be in office.
Yes. Randy, I agree with you. That's what I said that.
Nobody, even at the Ministry of Energy, at the top, minister or deputy, deserves to be in office.
You see, that's why I said that power in any nature must not be defended because we have come to live comfortably with that. And your explanation of you being a prepaid person, you pay ahead of time. If they deny you power, it's not enough justification to say that oh, denying you power is a good thing.
I understand
but I'm
that,
saying,
I understand that there are circumstances.
Yes, but I'm saying
under which I will not have the power. I understand. But kindly inform me.
No, I agree. But for him, who has unjustifiably given people Dumsor.
How did you do that unjustifiably?
You see, for 4 good years, what is the period that we have here? You are talking about 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. here. This is what is being written in the report. We are talking about 5 hours.
No. The report sorry. So we don't misrepresent the report. The report doesn't suggest that lights go off only between 7 and 11.
But currently,
dealing with the peak time.
Currently, this is what they have reported. They have not been able to report on other.
No.
Here,
listen, they said
7
4,172 142 outages.
Between which
Pick
hours?
It from there.
Between which hours?
Yes. So
we are talking about the specified hours here.
So
7 to 11 p.m.
And how many times?
I'm saying that.
How many times is that one? How many times is that one?
7 to 11 p.m. as compared to 6 a.m.
No,
to another 6
listen,
a.m.
you are not getting it. Haruna, take your time. You see, take your time. You read it very well. The 7 to 11 p.m. deals with 647 outage incidents.
Yeah, but
we have had 4,142 outages.
Within which hours?
Aruna.
Exactly.
Within which hours?
In some cases, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Aruna, kindly listen to this.
In some cases, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Kindly listen.
Note the difference.
Kindly listen to this. It says that this is outages attributed by ECG to 630 overloaded transformers.
Yes.
Now you recall that it is the ECG statement on these overloaded transformers that mentions 7 to 11
to 11 p.m. They
the
mentioned
ECG
it.
statement. Now, so this part, the 1.4, is dealing with outages attributed by ECG to 630 overloaded transformers.
Yes.
Between the hours of 7 and 11.
Yes.
So this is a specific statement that was made by the ECG.
Yes.
About outages between 7 and 11.
Yes.
Attributed to transformers.
ECG said that if you got power between 7 and 11, it's a transformer problem.
Because the ECG, you know why they did the 7 to 11? They're saying that 7 to 11 is peak.
Yes.
So during peak, the transformers are overloaded. And that is why you would experience those things. So that statement had nothing to do with your outages. Yes.
See, with all that English, with all that English that they have said, they came and said, the analysis showed. Who did the analysis?
No, before you go to the analysis, start from the data submitted by ECG.
Yes, you see, the data submitted by ECG was further compared to the total outage data provided by ECG for the period January to March 18, 2024. The commission established that 647 outages, 647 incidents occurred between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Right.
Of these 647 outage incidents, only 3 were planned outage relating to transformer. That is related to their provision of information regarding transformers. But the PURC went further to say that the analysis, all the data submitted to PURC showed that the majority of the outages between 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. were as a result of load management operations by GRICO and fault unrelated to overloaded transfer. These were very specific. Do you get it? So their analysis, entire analysis, concluded on the fact that 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. They never said 6 a.m. You get the point? So, Randy, you see, we are dealing with a report.
Listen.
This report is very convincing enough.
You are a bit confused.
I'm with Randy now.
You are a bit confused. You are a bit confused.
You've stopped hosting program for a long time now. So I'm with Randy now. So
you are a bit confused about this matter. Look, when they say that.
No, just hold on. Before you go to 1.4. Please read 1.3. Please read 1.3.
But Randy, all boils down.
Hold on.
They did all that and did the final analysis.
No, Aruna, hold on. Please read 1.3.
Okay, 1.3.
Yes, please.
Before the analysis.
Yeah, please read 1.3.
Which analysis?
No, when I read 1.3 and finish, I have to put the final analysis.
Yeah, please read 1.3.
All right. The commission established from its analysis of data submitted by ECG that there were 4,142 outages to consumers within ECG's operational areas between January and March 2024. Out of this number, 165 represents 4% of the total outage where ECG planned outages.
Yes.
That means that 4% is on their planned outage.
Yes.
They never mentioned the time period of the planned outage.
Oh no, there's a January
analysis.
Let's told you January.
No, by the time.
Don't go far.
No, I don't mean month time.
Yes. So you are choosing that it was between 7 to 11 p.m. But someone can choose that.
That is what is established in the report. Yes, so I'm solving the problem. The puzzle. I'm
solving the 1.3 that you are reading.
So
hold on. The 1.3 you are reading. A commission established.
Yes. So
from its analysis of data submitted by ECG, that there were 4,142.
Yes.
Underline that. That is the magic number.
Yes.
4,142.
The PURC says that per the analysis of the data submitted by ECG, there were 4,142 outages.
Yes. Agreed. Yes.
Okay. Now, so just underline that one.
Yes.
Then if you go to your 1.4, your 1.4.
Yes.
It says outages attributed by ECG to 630 overload the transformers. So it is now going to a subset of the outages.
The 4,000,
which is outages attributed to transformers.
Not debatable at all.
Yes. And then under the outages attributed to transformers, it now speaks about the 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I told you
that it was that
an ECG statement. They told the public that
as for the outages between 7 to 11 is transformed.
I will respond.
It's ECG. So they are telling us that between 7 and 11, these were the number of outages that occurred.
Yes, so between that period. So
7 to 11.
If PURC,
so what it means is that between 6 a.m.
Yes.
to 6 p.m.
Yes.
The outages that occurred were the 4,142 minus this one.
No. Randy,
why no?
The analysis here.
So what time did the 4,000
if PURC had observed any other time period, except the mentioning of month, they would have indicated the time. Between these time periods, these other outages happened. But they are saying that ECG lied to them that this number of outages had happened within this particular period. But actually, this is what happened. And it happened between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
We don't have time. Hold on. When you get to the office,
take your time and read it again.
Randy, the final analysis is that the analysis
and that's another mistake
the majority of the outage between 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And that's a
was a result of a load management.
It is not final analysis.
They have not
the analysis are based on points.
Out of the 4,000,
it is based on points.
So out of the 4,142.
Yes.
I don't even know why we should go back and forth.
I don't know.
Out of the 4,142, what this statement establishes is that 647.
Yes.
647 out of the 4,142 occurred between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
It's the 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. we are talking about.
646 out of 4,142
has not mentioned a different time. They have sticked to their 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. If they had reported the remaining outages,
if it is not deliberate, I have a difficulty in appreciating the analysis you are making.
Randy, you see, when we all sit down and read this, because we all got this document.
Yes.
Now, but if you read it, if you go back and read it, you agree with the point I am making, that PURC's final analysis.
The commission established from its analysis of data submitted by ECG that there were 4,142 outages to consumers within ECG's operational areas between January and March 2024. 4,142 outages.
Uncontested.
Now it comes back to say outages attributed by ECG to 630 overloaded transformers. So these are outages specific to the overloaded transformers. And they are saying that for that one, there was 647. They are not saying that 647 outages occurred.
I don't have problem.
They are saying that those ones that ECG attributed to the overloaded transformers were 647 out of the 4,142.
No problem. They have done all those analyses, and they have come to say that the analysis shows that the majority, the analysis of the 4,000.
Randy, you see another mistake he's making. Randy, let me come in here. Let me come in here. Haruna, you be with him. Let me also engage Randy. You see another mistake he's making. Randy, he thinks that.
No, it's deliberate.
No, is it because it's not in that paragraph? It is in the report.
Exactly. They are addressing the issues
based on
paragraphs. Randy, so the first paragraph is different from the second paragraph.
What
and so
I am reading is in the report.
But he thinks that the fourth paragraph, 1.4, is the total, is a summary.
Honorable Suyine, are you telling me that?
I believe
are you telling me that the 4.3? No, you see, Randy, are you telling me that 4.3.1 is only related to that part? It is some calculations that they have made to arrive at that one.
Which one?
So every calculation, the 4.3.1, where they have said that the 446 million has to be paid by ECG, right? It was, they calculated it based on all the paragraphs that they have done here. You get the point. They did so. So
I just want to ask you a question.
It's tiring. Randy, it's very tiring.
I mean, the document is out. There's a public document.
So tiring.
I'm sure Haruna knows what he's doing.
Oh, no. Randy, I'm just being factual.
Now,
really? You think you are being factual?
Yeah, I'm just being factual and exposing the report that is the conclusions of the report to the public.
No, so you really believe you are being factual on this?
But you see, you cannot jump them because all the paragraphs are dependent on each other. They are not independent.
Okay, Haruna, I hear you.